Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful.
My way to out, good evening, and how are you, faithful? It is a Merry Faithful Friday, and that means we are ending the week with our usual Niner Faithful Radio Weekend Review Show, where we go over everything that's gone over, most of the stuff that's gone over with the 49ers this week. It's going to be me and TJ as usual. TJ is in the background taking care of some stuff at his house, so we will get going with him here in just a second. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this a little bit different this morning, so I'm trying to figure this out. All right, so we're going to be right back in just a second while we get we pay some bills.
Founded and backed by the GOAT himself, Gold Fuel is a great tasting energy drink without the crash. Use our affiliate link below to save 10% on all GOAT Fuel energy drinks. Help out the show and save 10% at the official Niner online store by using our affiliate link in the description below. Go to seatgiant.ca to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. The website again, seatgiant.ca, promo code Niner Faithful Radio. Follow us on social media at Niner Faithful Radio on Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and at Niner Faithful R on X.
All right, again, everybody, thank you for showing up very much. We've got Joe. I just got to say, this has got to hurt you to say. I mean, come on, man. Why would you say something like that? I mean, I guess you have to pick somebody to root for in this team, and you guys win, we lose. It kind of makes like a three-way tie at the top of the world. Who would be that? They beat us, we beat you. So, yeah. Either way, we'd all still be 2-1. And then we have Miss Veronica. Oh, always showing up. How's it going, my darling? Thank you for showing up. Let's see. So, well, TJ's not here to go over his weekly stuff. But as far as my week has been, it's been slow at work. We're winding down for a little bit before we get to winter blowouts for irrigations. And so not much going on. TJ's back. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, I'm the worst person in the world. And you know how all that works, brother. Worse than Hitler. Anyway, yeah, I heard you saying, I mean, honestly, your boy's been working, bro. Like, I worked fucking Wednesday through tomorrow, and then I have Sunday off. Then I work Monday. I have Tuesday off, and then I work the same Wednesday through. So I've worked like close to like 90 hours over the course of these next 2 weeks, this week and next week.
Not bad.
So it's just fucking, honestly, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It's gonna kick my ass. I'm fucking.
Yeah, but that check will make it nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. You and I had a conversation about what the money might be going towards. So that land might be looking real nice. What's cracking,
So, yeah,
everybody? Good to see y'all. Bang bang.
Yeah, and that's kind of funny because it's been the opposite for me because apparently this is the typical sign with a typical part of the season for irrigation where everything's lulled because we're not doing any more like big installs or anything. We're just fixing little things here and there. But no one wants to spend a lot of money. One, because the economy kind of sucks right now, and two, then because everybody's going to be shutting down here in a month or so. So it's like, do I want to spend a lot of money? So lately, last week and this week, I've only been working like maybe 5.5, maybe 6 hour days instead of my usually 9, 10. Yeah, I mean, and then next week I'm probably going to be off like 2 or 3 days just because it's so slow right now. But then
I remember you were saying that the season y'all get time off and then you can get unemployment during that time, right? When does that start?
Well, yeah. So it's always slow this part of the year, And then in about another 2 weeks, we're going to start doing blowouts. We're going to shut down everybody's system, blow out all the water, and cap them all off for the winter so that the pipes don't break. So then we're going to, for like the next month and a half, we're going to get our asses kicked. And then we're done. So ideally, by Thanksgiving, I'm done. And then I don't work again until beginning of March. So
that's not car wash. Let's be real. I mean, I think we might get a little crazy this year because, like, I told people with the way that we've had until recently, literally until like August and September hit, we've had like literally they were writing articles about like why this is a historic mild, summer for the Bay Area and all this shit. So I've been telling everybody be prepared for barbecuing on Christmas.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what I told a lot of people. We're going to be in shorts and sandals on Christmas.
Yeah. So normally I would say I'd be creeping up pretty close to you as far as when we're gonna get slow at work. But honestly, bro, I don't even know if that's gonna happen. The way the weather, it was like it said 80 degrees. I was like, yeah, my ball sack, bro. There's no way. It was like 95 degrees today. It was so freaking hot. I mean, like, see, you saw me last year, Jason, and everything like that. You should see me now, how much darker I am, bro, compared to like when y'all saw me and everything like that. I'm so much more darker now.
Well, apparently Miss Veronica is corroborating with you. She's talking about how hot it's gotten down there for you guys. But
yeah, no, it's she's been working in Hayward, so I mean, and Hayward gets hotter than here. So yeah, it's definitely been hot in the Bay this week, which is why we're wearing the all white.
So how you feeling about going into this game? 2-0 teams, battling out for basically first place in the division right now. This early in the game, did kind of think maybe we would be in this situation.
I feel so weird because like they asked Kyle about this. You realize? I want to make sure I say this correctly. I'm like 99.9% sure I'm correct on this, that the Cardinals are the only team in the NFC West that Kyle has a losing record against. And I believe it's only like one of like 4 teams or 3 teams losing record against in general. So
I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, just because how many times have we kept saying, fuck you, Kyler Murray? You know what I mean? Like, he's our kryptonite.
Like, I literally remember last year in the hottest game of the freaking year. We'll get to that in a second, Miss Veronica. I remember just last year. Like, I remember just talking to my boys, like, well, they're not coming back. And we were like drinking beer, talking shit, getting ready to, I don't even know who the hell we played the next week, but, getting ready for whatever game we have the next week. And I was like, and then Marvin Harrison Jr. made that catch on, what was it, 3rd or 4th down? That fluke catch on the sideline and shit. And I was like, bro, are they really about to really come back on our asses? Are you fucking, man? Fuck the Cardinals, bro. And it's so frustrating because, like, think about it. Fan base, organizational-wise, coaching-wise. Like, let's be real. Our worst coach would still be like Steve Mariucci would probably be one of their greatest coaches ever, right? And, like, Steve Mariucci just gets overlooked in Niner history. Like, meh. Steve Mariucci, meh.
Jim Harbaugh, with his short tenure at the Niners, would still be a better coach than they've ever had.
Yeah.
So it's just like they're the thorn in our side. It just never goes. Everybody has that one thing that you just can't do for some reason. Like, with me personally, I've been told I'm really good at video games. Everybody makes fun of me because I cannot play Rocket League for the life of me. That's just the one game where I'm complete trash. Every other game, I'm always one of the best with all of my friends that I play with. Rocket League, can't even figure out how to fucking play the damn game. I've played it for hours off without my friends, just trying to get good at it. Fucking suck at that game. But there's always one thing, for whatever reason, you just can't do. No matter how much you try to get better at it, you just like make yourself worse at it. And that to me feels like the Cardinals with us.
Yeah, it's just there's no rhyme or reason. It's through different coaching tenures.
Yep.
You know, it's just one of those crazy teams that, like, I remember in 21, who was oh my god, why did I forget the quarterback's name now? Oh my god, I forgot his name.
Colt McCoy.
Oh fuck, who was it? Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy beating us in 20.
I
Like,
knew you were talking.
I remember being at that game, just like, are you fucking serious? We're about to lose to Colt fucking McCoy. And they actually lightweight blew us out too. Like, it actually, like, they kind of whooped our ass, bro. Like,
it kind of reminds me of back when Seattle was on top of the division during the Legion of Boom time, when, like, no matter what they did, they could not beat those Jeff Fisher Rams.
no, it's the same
The Rams
lives,
bro.
bro.
Dude, the only reason why Jeff Fisher had the job for like 2 or 3 years was simply because he could beat the Seahawks. He couldn't beat any other damn team, but he beat the Seahawks when they were at their best in the division.
I'll never forget him. I think it was either like the Yams had put out their version of Hard Knocks or whatever,
Mhm.
or it was like an NFL film something or whatever. But he was on the line, I'm not going fucking 8-8 this year, and just fucking screaming about going 8. And I was like, and guess what? They went 8-8 that year.
But then he'd keep his job because he beat the Seahawks.
It's just so funny because, like, I remember saying to everybody, like, the most dangerous. So he was not on the injury report. We'll get to injuries here in a second, but yeah, it's just one of those crazy games that, like, look, realistically, I'm a little worried because from what I know, and I know we'll deep dive in it, everybody's saying that their D line's actually
pretty solid.
legit. That they improved their D line and everything. And look, like, if it's a 1-score game, I'm sorry, bro. I've seen Kyler just do too much fluke shit with his arm and his legs.
You know what I'm saying? Run last year, just out of nowhere. We had him tackled in the backfield.
Yeah, 61 yards or whatever.
And he was tackled twice in the backfield and got away.
And one of the things that, look, we talked about it, as much as we praise him, and look, it might be one of the most, it might be the greatest raising, coming back since fucking Lazarus came back from the dead, baby, is Robert Saleh coming back to the Niners. But his one kryptonite throughout his whole Niner tenure was mobile quarterbacks. I remember Russell Wilson covering us up. There was a 2020 Josh Allen situation. Mobile quarterbacks are this man's kryptonite.
I think, and it's this defense in general, I believe, because other defenses, they run the wide nine. There's just something about them that they just can't contain them.
Look, it's because the wide nine, you're taught, get the fuck up the field. What is it? GTFO? Get the fuck off, right? Like that's Chris Kasarik. We all heard the stories. Like, realistically, I think that's one of the reasons why they have the speakers by the fans, is because they don't want the little kids hearing them cuss.
Probably.
I think that's one of the reasons why, is they'll drown out him screaming. But if you get close enough to the D line, you hear him go, get the fuck up, go. Yeah. And that's the problem, is that they just rush up the field. They create the rushing lanes for the quarterback, and the quarterback just goes right through them.
They just need 1 or 2 steps. But like Thomas is saying over here, that he thinks that Kyler is deadlier than Mahomes when it comes to scrambling. And I agree with you. The only difference between the two is that Mahomes is actually more able to make, throws on the move than Kyler is. And that's the big difference between the two.
Kyler's my concern with Kyler is just like Defo said, he's just a little fucking squirrel. He
can turn on a dime and give you 9 cents change.
That's the thing that. Yeah, exactly. Like, and let's be real. I fucking hate it to death, and, like, seriously, they'll never change it because the number one look, the NFL never wants to go through that year where Tom Brady was hurt, Aaron Rodgers. Remember, like that 1 year, it was like Tom Brady tore his ACL, Aaron Rodgers
2012,
missed
I think
hella
is what it
games.
was.
Like all the quarterbacks in the league got hurt.
I think it was like 2012, 2014.
You remember the
something
year
like
I'm
that.
talking about, Jason?
Yeah, 2012, 2014.
Something like that. Like every quarterback got hurt, and the NFL ratings tanked.
Yep.
Well, why? Because it was shit quarterback play. I mean, how many coaches tell you there's not 32 people? There's not 32 people in the league that can play quarterback at a sufficient starting level.
That's why they're
Not
paid so
32
damn much.
people on the planet that can do it. That's why they're paid so damn much. But I will agree with Thomas is because Kyler scares me. Like I'm not necessarily scared about Kyler running and then dunking it over our head or doing a crazy like arm angle across his body throw and throwing it 40 yards downfield on a dime. I'm not worried out with Kyler Murray. Catching him, yes, that is a legit concern for me on Sunday. I'll take my chances with Kyler shredding us with his arm. Patrick Mahomes scares me because not only can he run and do all those things, but he can fucking also do some weird arm angle that like no human being should be able to like
underneath,
contort their
between
arm
his legs,
and then
behind
throw
the
it across
head.
his body 40 yards. Yeah, exactly. 40 yards on a fucking dime and whiz past Fred Warner's ear hole.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Mahomes can do some shit like that. But the number one thing that scares me, and I know that they're never, ever going to get rid of it, but these fucking late fucking slides. And Kyler Murray, king of that shit. The late fucking last moment. And it comes from his baseball background. I would dare say Kyler Murray is probably the best sliding quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah, him and Wilson.
And
both played baseball.
Yeah. Just fucking pissed me off. And so, like, honestly, I know we just went off this rant about the Niners. Every defense has struggles with mobile quarterbacks. The reason why every team doesn't have a mobile quarterback is that they just don't make enough. Yeah. Like every quarterback would give the defense trouble if every one of them was mobile. Just unfortunately for defenses, not every quarterback is fucking, Lamar Jackson.
All right, for the transactions this week, after cutting Robert Beal last week, welcome back to the practice squad again. I want to say this is the second time he's been cut in his tenure here. And then we also promoted Braden Willis to the active roster from the practice squad. I don't think anybody found that to be too much of a surprise. Then obviously Ben Barch is going to the IR, which means our prediction of Connor Colby starting before the end of the season has come true. A little bit faster than we thought it would. I figured it'd be week 6 or 7 before we saw Connor Colby actually start. But again, Ben Barch is the man made of glass, and so we knew it was going to happen at some point. And then to fill his spot, we also signed. Well, yeah, but I mean, we knew Ben Barch was going to get hurt, and so we knew
we
Colby was going to have to step up.
There's reasons we're saying hope. He did get hurt at practice. We'll get to that when we get to the injuries. But yeah, I think that might be the end for Mr. Ben Barch.
And then we signed the offensive lineman Brandon Parker to the team's practice squad to fill up that as well.
Kyle's been talking about Ben Barch and Jordan Watkins both being IR candidates in his press conference today.
Shit, someone compared. I forget who it was that posted it, but someone compared Jordan Watkins and everything you think he is going to bring to the table. We like what we see with Jordan Watkins, right, on the practice field, and what we've seen in some preseason games, right? Who's that remind you of?
Yeah.
Who's that remind you of?
Jalen Hurd.
Yep. I saw that and I was like, damn. That is exactly word for word.
Yeah, see,
what's up,
but
Mr.
Jalen Hurd,
How you doing, brother?
Look, Jalen Hurd, bro. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, bro. Jalen Hurd, like, let's be real. He was bullying motherfuckers. Yeah. Like, he was bullying motherfuckers out there. Like, it was a different level than Jordan Walker. I still remember, I don't know why they stopped doing it, but, like, maybe just the rookies didn't want to do it this year. But the rookie hype machine, like, they used to go into the crowd
Yeah, I remember.
You
Yeah,
know,
they didn't do it this year.
and
Yeah.
everything for the rookie hype machine. They didn't do it this year. So I remember Jalen Hurd obviously did the rookie hype machine and everything like that. And he was just, and I remember how strong he felt just simply like giving people like just simple high fives. It's like, damn, that kind of hurt, bro. Like
He
Jalen Hurd
looked
was
the
a strong
part
dude, but
so damn good.
oh
I mean, and
man,
like you said,
Jordan
everything
Watkins,
he
like,
did in preseason, in practice, and then like you said, you look at him, you're like, damn, this guy's gonna do something. And that do
if
something
only,
was
bruh.
sit on the bench in the IR.
God, bro. So
And so
man, I remember, bro. He was gonna be the secret weapon that unlocked Kyle's offense, and oh my god,
he's gonna transform how the wide receiver
Yeah.
position was played and everything because
Oh
of his size.
my god, it was
Yeah, it was nuts. And
Oh.
I remember we all bought it hook, line, and sinker because you're looking at him, you're like, damn.
oh yeah.
Look how big he is. Look how quick he is. He's so light on his feet and this and that. But then look at the hands. And then, like I said,
They did the rookie hype machine. It's just they didn't go in the crowd and everything this year. But yeah, but I would say like definitely the rookie hype machine disappointed this year.
Yeah.
I was definitely disappointed in this year's class of rookies.
And so obviously then we're also going to have Spencer Burford outs, which means probably Parker is going to be brought up to the main roster, for the game, I would assume, because we need someone, because Pleasance only plays on the left side. As far as I know, they haven't done anything with him on the right side. Or no, left side has nothing with him on the right side. So I'm going to assume Barker is going to play on the other side, and we'll just still have our 2 tackle thing, which is weird, instead of just having 1 swing tackle. Not sure why we can't just get one person to do both sides.
Well,
but
ideally,
again,
I bet you they want it because it's really weird, and I'm curious to see the transactions that happen tomorrow. Because Kyle said there's like 6 different layers of shit that can happen, and exactly whether we'll get to it when we're on inquiries. Duh. So to answer everybody's question, the $1 million the D winner might be the next green line. Thomas, I don't know how much you listen to the show, brother, but me and Jason have been saying that for 2 years. Like, me and Jason have been building the train for the last 2 years since his rookie year. We've been thinking
D Winter Soldier is what I've been calling him.
Yes, D Winter Soldier. I like that. So Brock is most likely not going to start. There's some question whether he'll be the backup or the 3. If he's the emergency 3, then Aaron Gonzalez has to be on the active roster. So there's a bunch of
weird moves we can make.
Weird shit that's going on.
Kyle's playing 3D chess over there. That whole thing that he likes to do with injuries and whatnot. It's like, dude, I think he's spent less time on that and more time running the ball. We might have a Super Bowl underneath you. You know what I mean?
Bro, I swear, like, Kyle's gonna be like the genius, like the best, the greatest coach ever at like roster manipulation. Bro, if he could design, like if the Niners could draft as well as they could like manipulate rosters, we would have multiple Super Bowls. Like we might be talking about Kyle Shanahan being a Hall of Fame coach. We might be talking about John Lynch being the first person to go into the Hall of Fame as a player and as an executive.
But yeah, it's just,
I'm telling you, bro, if they could do the same, like the shit that they can do with these rosters, with the fucking quarter, the draft.
The only team that
not taking
the same amount of what used to was the Patriots. We just don't have the Super Bowls to back it up like they did. We just kind of look stupid doing it because we're doing all this crazy stuff. It's like, why? Patriots, again, they had the Super Bowls to win.
See, and that's the thing about it is that, like, I bet you,
John?
Kyle Shanahan. I bet you, like, if Kyle Shanahan was a fanboy, he'd have a Bill Belichick poster on his wall.
He might still have one.
Like, I bet you Kyle wants to be. He might. Like, I bet you secretly, Kyle looks up to Bill Belichick even probably more than his dad.
They seem very. They both play that low key cunning, conniving kind of style. They both do that really well. Where his dad really didn't do any of that.
Like okay, you're gonna understand this. So I remember one time, Kenise, when we were still together, she had told me, I said, "Oh, I was talking about Manchester United, and our anthem is Glory, Glory, Man United." Right. And I was talking about Liverpool's anthem, which is You'll Never Walk Alone. And it's just sad and boring and just like, does not inspire you at all. Right. But I was like, hey, I told her, I was like, hey, glory, glory, Man United. We're talking about glory here. And she was like, oh my God, you're such a Griffin whore. Right. And I was like, babe, there's a thin line between Slytherin and Gryffindor.
Yep.
Right. There's a thin line between Slytherin and Gryffindor. Right. Bill Belichick is Slytherin. Kyle Shanahan is Gryffindor. Like same cloth. You see what I'm saying? Like Bill Belichick, I would imagine being a Slytherin. Kyle Shanahan's totally a Gryffindor.
And like you said, like he might be the only person who gets that reference on this show right now.
I know we're like, I know I'm totally nerding out right now and everything, and everybody's just like, bruh.
But me
and
you, as much as we both like Harry Potter, we get it.
Yeah, we get it. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, but I see Parker coming up and playing on the left side.
Okay, here's a question.
Yeah.
He says, talking about coaching trees, Bill, never mind. I was talking about Bill Belichick because I still had him in my head. But yes, he did. I was thinking Bill Belichick.
Yeah, no, Bill Belichick.
Yes, but Bill Belichick, all his coaches flunked as head coaches. They all failed.
Yeah, right. You're speaking another language, TJ.
Again, hey, you know what? Me and TJ are speaking parcel tongue right now. I get it. I completely understand what he's mean.
Hey, the fact that you said parcel tongue, bro, like they don't even get
exactly
that either.
Like I said, that's how dirty
Bad
it
Dog's
is.
with us.
Okay, he's down. Got it.
Bad Dog's with us. Bad Dog's with us.
People are looking at us like, why are these two old dudes talking
like
Harry Potter? What are we talking?
I know, right? Fucking never a dull moment. Anyway,
all right, so let's talk about one of the for the Cardinals. They're about on their 19th cornerback. They had Sean Buntings and Sterling Thomas go on IR to start the year, and they're both done for the year. And then they also placed cornerback Garrett Williams on the IR, so he's gone. And then you got Will Johnson and one of my draft crushes from a couple years ago, Max Melton. Man, I really wanted him on our team. Also questionable. So where we're down to, let's say like our defensive line early in the year was looking really, really bad with how low we are, how low we were getting down with the talent level. That's kind of what their defensive backfield looks like now. And who knows if Will Johnson and Max Melton are going to play. So are we going to actually maybe throw the ball a little bit more? Maybe that's where we, instead of running it as much as we've been lately, or,
Now that you said that, and I'm like, see, like, okay, I want to say yes because I'm not going to harp on it. For those who watch Tuesday's show, you know how I feel about Kyle's final two drives in New Orleans, where he basically almost like Kyle tried to give the game to the Aints, and our defense just wouldn't allow them to take it, but Kyle was trying to have the Aints win that game.
Terdo, what up, player? How you doing, man?
Look, at this point, David, bro, I'm with you. At this point, to go up 2-0 after only winning one time in the division in this year, 2-0 in the division, I don't give a fuck how we win. I don't give a fuck how ugly it is. I don't care if we have to kick 13 fucking field goals. Bro, we better fucking kick those 13 fucking field goals. Like, I'm with you, Snyder.
Can we at least make some of those 13 field goals, or are we Jake Moodying it and just kicking it?
Notice I said make. I didn't say attempt. I said make 13 field goals. We might have to attempt 16, but we're gonna make 13. But no, I mean, look, realistically, yeah. I mean, Kyle has wet dreams about exploiting weaknesses, and when you have your DB room is out, questionable,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Now, we don't have exactly the healthiest or the greatest wide receiving core, but shit, I'll take my odds with Slick Rick and Juwan.
Yeah.
Sprinkle in
If
a little bit
Juwan
of Jake.
plays.
No Moody, no problem. Juwan's
You think he'll play?
Juwan's gonna play.
He's questionable.
He's gonna play.
I mean, we could just slide over Kendrick.
Bruh, I know Juwan's gonna play because he's gonna want payback. Is that Cardinals DB still on the team?
I don't remember who
year?
it was who threw in the stands.
I don't remember who it was either. But I'd be curious because Juwan definitely is. Juwan keeps receiving.
Yeah. Oh, you know he's got that poster on his wall on his fridge right now. Let me see.
I guarantee you, he's the type of motherfucker that would list all the have a list of all the wide receivers drafted before him.
Oh, for sure.
He might not be as public, but you know what I love to see on this. But to answer, I think
you got to fight with Sean Bunting.
Question.
Damn it,
Sean Bunting. Okay, I think he's still on the squad.
Yeah. But, okay, so both of the cornerbacks, Sean Bunting and Starling Thomas, are the two guys that are out for the season. So, are they on the team? Yes. They're also out injured.
Yes, but they're out. I don't even see Juice. Oh yeah, he is. So Juice was a full participant. He ain't even listed as because just to let everybody know. What's up, media? Good to see you, bro. I didn't see you there.
What up, Mitchell? How you doing, brother?
They have done away with the probable designation.
Yeah.
So if a player is just as probable, they just simply don't list him. They don't give him a game day designation. So Juice, I don't know what's up with your Terrace Gross Matos. Because he was limited, but they didn't give him a designation. Trent is full. So it looks like everybody except Connor, Juwan, and Brock are going to play. I think Max starts, and they probably end up
coming together and pushing and shoving. Juwan Jennings involved there, loses his helmet in the fracas. You've got offsetting penalty. A replay of what happened. This was one play prior. Juwan Jennings and number 24 for Arizona, who will identify in just a moment.
Here we go. This is the reason why
okay, this is the play that we just showed you. It's Sean Murphy Bunting and Juwan Jennings. So the defensive backs
right there, Juwan, if they weren't wearing that
San Francisco,
right when he got up,
he was going to
play
but he was smart and he realized like he's got a helmet on, so this is going to break my hand.
It took it off there. Give me just a second to bring it back up. There we go.
Yeah. Just like honestly, bro, I want to post a picture of that on my wall. Like that to me is the definition of like.
That's the kind of guy you pay money to keep on your team.
Yeah. Like that's the why, like people ask me, bro, like, why do you watch games? Why do you they're out of it? Why do you watch games when they're, 2-14 or whatever? That's why, bro. Because players like Juwan Jennings, who are giving their all like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know what, bro? Why does everybody always gotta talk shit about my gear? Okay,
dude. Like I told you should just go with your phone. Your phone look good.
I know, right? You know what? First of all. Like, I don't know whether be more insulted that you said like I had a 90s camera or more insulted that you basically consider the 1990s old.
No.
Like, I don't know which is like worse to me. Like
it was 20 at least 25 years ago.
Called me old as fuck. Shh. No, it wasn't, Jason. It was 10 years ago.
All right.
It's just 2000, bro. 1990 was 10 years ago.
All right, so let's talk about some of the big stories for me for the game.
1990 was 35 years ago. Fuck, bruh.
Damn,
that's crazy. Damn, I just. Whew. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
With the rest looking, you got to put that on Oscar flop winning. Yeah, definitely Terradome. Okay.
So the home whites. What do you think about us wearing the whites at home?
Fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I'm definitely. Know what? No, I'm going on my fucking soapbox for this one, Jason. 80 years of history just out the window. Hold on. You know what? Let's look it up right now. I'm curious for the weather. Okay, Google. Oh, wait.
But I agree with TJ. I don't like
I
the idea of whites at home, or like if we wanted to wear an alternate uniform at home. Okay.
Google. What's the weather like at Levi Stadium on Sunday? So the weather at Levi Stadium on Sunday, 78 degrees, bruh. If they don't get the fuck out of here.
Like it's like they act like it's 110 degrees and they're gonna burn up in some red uniforms. You know what I mean? It's just like, come on.
Like if you don't fucking get the fuck out of here, bruh. And like
we don't
really
play in
try
Arizona.
Not to be like this is just so.
This is Kyle.
You know what? Like, yeah, cool. I get it. And look, this is what this is the Niners being a year. The Niners saying we don't want a situation like last year happening this year.
Yeah, but
I totally understand.
How often is that going to happen where you need to make this kind of a drastic change?
I mean, look, Jason, last year was literally the 11th year and 10th year, the 11th season and the 10th year at Levi Stadium. And that literally was the hottest day on record for a Niners game. So that literally tells you that it's only going to be hot like that once in 10 years. You know, like, so like, this is just the Niners. And like, look, I get it. Like, I'm not necessarily so mad at the white throwbacks because we have done that before. The one that pisses me off is next week just wearing our straight up road jerseys. Well, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just wearing our straight up road jerseys.
What's up, Mr. Kenny? How you doing, brother? To counter you, anybody who's a white racist kind of a thing, they could think that the All Blacks is a racist thing. I mean, that goes both ways. But I think it's dumb. It goes about what we were talking about earlier with the whole roster thing. It's like, why are you doing this, Kyle? Is it really going to change the outcome of a game? No, it's not. Honestly, if a jersey, if changing the color of your jersey from white to red or whatever color you wear is what would determine the winner, we'd see that shit all the time. It doesn't. It's dumb.
Like to me, I'm not sure, I'm definitely starting to get to the age where like nobody likes change, get off my lawn. But I try to like you and I are both not a fan of the rivalry jerseys.
The rivalries.
Yeah. You and I both are just like, what did I tell you when you told me, Jason? I said no, I don't like it. You know, I don't necessarily see why we have to come up with these. We have one of the most iconic jerseys in the NFL. I don't understand why although when I seen a white version of those jerseys, that did look hard, right? And you and I were of the mind of like, dude, bring back the early 2000 fucking throwbacks. But anyway,
damn, Jared, you're taking it real specific on that one, brother. I like it.
Yeah, right. So anyway, but what did I tell you, Jason? I said you and I are no longer in the jersey buying down. Don't get old man on me. Damn, Miss Rodica talking shit. She's coming off from the top rope today, bro. I must have made her mad. So anyway, but I told you we're no longer in the jersey buying demographic, bro. So this is, you know what I'm saying? They look, just be happy that the NFL is not soccer yet, bro. They literally change their jerseys every year.
Yeah. The other thing that bothers me is like, we're gonna go with this all white thing. Okay, cool. I don't mind that per se, but why not do it like when colleges do it? They have like an all white. and they promote, hey, everybody, wear a white shirt, wear a white wear a white jersey, wear white hats, do this so that when we do an aerial view of the stadium, it all looks white or whatever color that they choose. Do something like that to where it feels like everybody's part of something. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I can't, Terradome. I don't have a light. Like, this is just like, I'll fix it for next week, brother. I promise. I know everybody. I know. I know shit sucks this week. I apologize, everybody. Look, hit the affiliate links. Support the show. We're trying to build Studio NFR. Eventually, I'm trying to build a studio, bro, to shoot the show in, where we're gonna have. I don't know what happened. This team
play some sad music in the background for TJ, because we need you guys to hit the affiliate links so that he can buy a light bulb.
In the arms
yeah, exactly. We got Sarah McLaughlin with dog
for only 35 cents a day.
You too could buy
you can contribute to the NFR Studio
You too
Fund.
could contribute to TJ
and
light
save
bulb
this
fund.
poor man.
I'm gonna send you a light bulb, man.
From shitty Wi-Fi. Anyway, I mean, would y'all prefer this? I mean, that's not much better.
All right. So what about Brian Robinson, man?
So anyway,
we traded for him. We were expecting him to take some of the load off of CMC. Has he really? Really?
Okay, so I was curious about this because I remember when I was drunk, going on the halftime show. Which, by the way, I didn't click on the wrong video. For some reason, there was 2 videos. So my drunk ass didn't click on the wrong video. I just clicked on the one that you weren't live on. Anyway, I remember we were talking about it, that I didn't want CMC to get only maybe a handful more snaps or handoffs the rest of the game. And I remember it was like the first 1 or 2 went to Brian Robinson. That actually is hella smart. I have something bought, and I'm gonna try to fuck around with. I know, right? So I haven't been able to fuck around and set it up, but I have some things that we're gonna try. I'm gonna start doing the show from my phone right now.
We got Ebony and Ivory lighting situations here.
I know. Second half, New Orleans. I'm trying to look up CMC's. Let me see.
How many carries he had?
In the second half, CMC. I believe it was 13. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that. Let me see. That's not much better. You know what? I'll fix it for y'all next week. I promise. I'm gonna fix it back to where it's facing the wall.
And
on
Friday. Everybody's just
Tuesdays,
getting on you about the light, man.
I know, right? I know. Tuesdays, it's not an issue because it's a lot lighter when we do the show. True. So having it by the window is not as a big of a problem. But yeah,
I'm a star.
Yeah, no, okay, everybody.
I'm a star there, though.
We want to make fun of my boy, but now you're.
Oh, we already talked about Watkins. I mean, that is not. That we were already roasting him. Watkins. That is Jalen Hurd 2.0. That is Jalen Watkins or Jalen Hurd 2.0.
Like, damn, Miss Veronica. Damn, the hits just keep coming. Yeah, they're like everybody's killing me. Like y'all heard my. I don't know. I know it was during practice yesterday. Kyle said. So that's gonna suck. Drew Moss, anybody?
Hey, you know what though? Remember what I talked about during the preseason? What would you think that if Dominic Pooney moved to center and then we had Moss and Colby on, flanking him, just like Jesse Sapolo in 1989? I'm okay with that. Sapolo, the Samoan moving from guard to center, and then we insert 2 new guards on the outside of him. I'd be completely okay with that.
I mean, to do it, but
no, they won't. I know. It was a pipe dream.
Sure. Yeah. No. I mean, It definitely is frustrating because are hold on, who said it? Oh god damn, bro.
No, he's expected to miss 4 to 6 months until daylight savings times come back.
Damn, fuck y'all, bro. Like, damn. Oh, bro. Y'all gonna
This
make me
show.
cry, bro. Jake Brendel, one of
He
the
was
highest
Kenny.
rated.
He was. Honestly, he was the number 2 ranked center in the league last week.
Really?
And, yep. So let's take a look at it. Actually, this is one of the things I had up here.
Are we cursed by our own success? Like, legitly, are we cursed by our own success? And the fact, as long as we keep on getting, damn, bro, media. As long as we keep getting, Connor Kobe in the 7th round, Dominic Pooney in the 3rd round.
We're just gonna keep rolling Jake Brendel out there in the center every year.
Like, it's just as long as we keep getting these late round gems, are like, we're just gonna refuse to invest in the offensive line, I think.
Well, is it like, are we worried about the offensive line in general, or are we just talking about like the Brendel specifically? Because I think as long as we keep, like you said, as long as we keep hitting on Dominic Pooney, Connor Colby, I don't care what anybody says, we hit on Colton McKivitz. It took a little while, but yes, we hit on him. As long as we keep hitting like that, and obviously, we have Trent, anchoring the entire line. Why change if something is going to be, that's technically still improving? I mean, right now, and granted, it's just very small sample size, we're the number 3 ranked offensive line in the league, with most of these guys at least in the top 7 or 8, if not top 2 or 3 at their position.
Okay, so you got the Shecox D line, which is
good.
I would say
they're a good D line.
Not top tier.
I disagree with you on that. I think
not
they
top
are
tier, but like top middle, like 8.
I put them. Okay, I'll give you top 8. All right.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Okay, so you put them at top 8. The offensive line struggled, right? We can admit. I'm not going to say that they cost us the game or anything like that, but like Brock was under a lot of pressure in that game.
Yeah.
I was disappointed about the Saints pass rush, especially, dude. I thought they were going to throw the fucking house at Mac Jones. Like, I thought they were going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Mac Jones. And I felt like they kind of played pretty conservative defense. I was actually kind of disappointed in them. If I was an Aints fan,
a lot more pressure.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with that defensive game plan if I'm an Aints fan. Especially when he started to cook a little bit. So, to me, this is the real test. This is the real, because look, we're not fooling them. They're not fooling us, right? Maybe a little bit defensively, you could say that we might be a little bit of an enigma just because, like, what is, that's true. That's what I'm saying. It's been 2 weeks. So, holler at me at Arizona. Holler at me with, you know what I'm saying? Come talk to me after this Yams game, Jason, and then we'll start looking at those offensive line.
Yeah.
With the lighting.
Terradome, if you have not noticed by now that we are a little touchy about some things, and probably a little we are very dramatic as a fan base. If you haven't noticed, we are dramatic as fuck as a fan base. For anything comes out, everything. The littlest news comes out, and we flip the hell out. Carla, yeah, you missed a part earlier when we were talking about his scrambling.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, y'all realize I'm just gonna hear, like, everybody's gonna be talking shit to me, like Miss Ronna kick him. Everybody watches the show. that is just gonna be talking shit to me about how bad y'all roasted me. Like, I'm surprised if I don't have messages on my phone. Like, hey, don't trip, baby. We'll send you some burn cream and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look,
Like,
I've been holding in
I'll be
one joke,
surprised if I
TJ.
don't get.
You gotta give me this one joke. Smile, so I can see you.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I ain't that dark. I've
been holding that one in front. Like,
that's my foster brothers. And no, seriously. Okay, like I can say this because I'm black. Okay, so y'all seen the Dave Chappelle episode with Kenny. Shut up. So y'all seen the Dave Chappelle episode, the Brother Darkness?
Yeah.
Right. Y'all seen that one, Brother Darkness? So anyway, so one of my brother Greg, we call him Brother Darkness, right? And everything, because my two brothers, Greg and Nigel, used to always argue about who's dark. A picture, and we're getting ready for the club, right? And I swear to God, like all you see is this nigga Greg's teeth. Like we're all smiling, right, in the camera with our fits and shit, and all you see is this nigga's teeth and everything like that. And we captured it, Brother Darkness. Yeah, no, I have. It's the sun. It's walking to work with the tank top.
I'm sorry. You remember when Mufasa's talking to Simba and he's like, "But Dad, what's that dark place? We don't go there, son. That's TJ's room."
Yeah, right. That is my room. We don't go there. Y'all don't want to come. Anyway,
we're never gonna get through this today.
Yeah, so I mean, we're never gonna get through it. No, Brian Robinson. I mean, I want a little bit more of him today. I don't need black look like an X-ray down, bro. Like Tarado. Like, brother, we're supposed to stand up for each other, brother, man. All right, no, all right, for y'all. Come on, we gotta get through this. All right, Jonathan Gannon.
Can you say he's been a failure, or again, is he just keeping his job because he can beat people in the division and just not do anything else? He's basically Jeff Fisher 2.0.
I mean that, and I mean, look, besides, like, has. Look, you can make the argument of whether they should have took, like, it's very clear that they should have took right over. Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't know because they would.
They made the right decision, but they should have.
Because you take the quarterback, right? Like, you take the quarterback, but to me, like, there's just got to be something organizationally. Like when you're talked about as the biggest championship drought in American sports, think about that, Jason. Longer than the Detroit Tigers. I'm sorry, the Detroit Lions. Longer than the fucking longer than the Cleveland Browns.
I think when the Browns have won a championship before you have, or
like think about that. The Cleveland Browns,
who
have won an NFL, not
most
Super Bowl,
dysfunctional sports team in all of sports, like not just the NFL. In all of sports, they are probably the most dysfunctional team.
Like I don't think it's possible to be the Browns.
What's up, Steve-O? Insert your TJ is very dark joke now.
Yeah. We all got it. What's cracking, Steve-O? Miss you, brother. I swear, if we ever figure out how to unblock you, bro, I'm going to unblock you, cousin. I promise.
No, that's Bebop, not Steve-O.
Oh, yeah, that is Bebop. My bad. That is Bebop. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So, really, you could say theirs is kind of the curse of the Super Bowl because they haven't won one since the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But that's saying something, bro. Just like I don't think a franchise could be as bad as the Browns if you try.
Yeah.
You know? And you have a longer championship drought than them. That's not a Jonathan Gannon issue. That's an Arizona Cardinals issue.
Yeah, it's just everything, like nothing. They don't make any moves where I'm like, all right, now I'm worried about him, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, no matter, they got Marvin Harrison. Okay, who cares? They do this, they do that. I'm like, okay, who cares? You know what I mean? It's just like nothing, nobody that they draft, nobody that they trade for, that they sign, nothing makes me worry about. The only thing that worries about me and them every year is this tiny little thing right here. That's literally the only thing that worries me every year. One
I
player.
mean, look, Jason, this is the truth. Is like if this was baseball or basketball, like okay, if this was baseball and teams played 3-game series, the Cardinals would never sweep us in a series, but they would
No,
win one out of the
absolutely.
3. If you had to play the Cardinals in a playoff series, like a best out of 7, they might take it to 5 to 6 games, but they're never taking you to 7, and they're not beating the Niners in a 7-game series. The problem with the Cardinals
and the games they win, they're going to put up 50 points.
Exactly, and the problem I've always felt with the Cardinals is not that they're a better team, but like they're capable of. They're not capable of having a winning season, but they're capable of winning individual games. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if we had to play them 17 times, we would probably beat them 14 times out of the 17.
Yeah.
But they're still going to win that 3.
And like I said,
and they're
those
that
3
team.
times you're getting your ass kicked.
Yep. It could look pretty ugly. It could look pretty ugly against the Cardinals. I'm not going to lie.
I'm not, Kenny, because how many times have we?
Yeah, they do.
Like we talked. I think me and TJ talked about this earlier.
9-7.
How many times have we said, "Fucking Kyler Murray"? You know what I mean? Just that's it. But how many times have we said, "Oh man, James Conner just did this," or this other player did this? No, we have one little guy who can just
and it's
scramble
always
his ass
weird
off.
games. Like last year, like realistically, like the game at Levi's. Let's be real. Like you could see the team just wore down. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like by the time that the one at Levi's, the 100, like we were just done, and they were prepared. They were easily prepared for that. They live in it and everything, and they were able to function more as a team towards the end of that fourth quarter, and they won. I'll chalk that game up to the weather, but it's fluke shit like week 17 or week 18 last year, the 17th game, week 18. When I truly believe the Niners were the better team last year in that game in Arizona. We should have won. We wanted it more. But for some reason, this team just finds fucking ways to beat us.
Yep. It's the Jeff Fisher effect. That's the only explanation I have.
Fucking A.
And then on the defensive side of the ball, they've got the two old lions, Buda Baker and Calais Campbell. The guys just, they won't stop playing, and they're still damn good, especially with Buda practically, or he did retire for about 13 minutes or however long he actually retired for last year. I think Calais Campbell is going to keep playing until 2030. I really feel that way, the way he plays. So, I mean, like I said, and their defensive line is pretty damn stout.
I wouldn't take Calais Campbell right now.
I would.
But I would have loved to have had him for his whole career.
I would take Calais Campbell right now.
And Buda. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think that like legitly, we might be the best defense in the NFL. Like if you tell me,
it is a little bit of a shame I'm not saying Buda versus Kittle right now.
Yes, that is one of the biggest. Because like, truthfully, y'all know me. I'm not a football fan. I'm a Niner fan, but like, I just like even just like taking off my Niner hat. I enjoy watching Buda Baker and George Kittle go at each other in the game of football. Like that's just like they janky. The Cardinals, they're janky. They're hella janky, bruh. But honestly, like if you told me at each level, at the D level, we have Nick Bosa, 25. They actually have 3 DLs in the top 25 of DLs in the top 25. Yeah, no, they're gonna be an issue with our offensive linemen. Like if you told me our 3 levels had Nick Bosa at the D line level, Fred Warner at the second level, and then Buda Baker in the secondary. That's a championship
That's like your three
level.
pillars. Yeah. If that's your three pillars, you are
your
good.
three pillars. That's a championship level defense. You could sprinkle in some D winners. You could sprinkle in some rookies, some underachieving vets, and still put together a pretty damn good defense with that core of Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and Buda Baker. That's like, how do you not win a championship style? Like if the Cardinals are ever foolish to trade us Buda Baker, I almost pay. I wouldn't say whatever package, but I'd be willing to give them a pretty spicy package for Buda Baker.
I don't know. No, I don't. At this age, if maybe it was a 1 year at this age, at this point in his career, this age in his career. But yeah, like maybe more than a year or so. Like I said, the man did pretty much retire and just came back. So we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. When it comes to fantasy football,
all right, we got bets.
Yeah, we're good. Fantasy football. I mean, the only person I would really start, obviously, would be CMC. Everybody else, unless you got some flex positions, guys that are hurt, or you might think of, maybe you throw in Kyler because you think he's going to have a good game because again he's playing against the Niners. Maybe McBride because McBride also seems to have some pretty good games against us. Otherwise, it's still slim pickings when it comes to fantasy football for these two teams this year, or for this game. All right, and then in betting, the over/under is 45.5. I'm taking the over.
I was just going to ask you. I was so curious about the over/under. I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I'm taking the over.
Yeah, with their secondary as banged up as it is, yeah, I'm definitely taking the over.
He's 29, but he's got some serious miles on him, though, Teradome. With the way he plays, he's got some miles on him. Do you think the Niners will cover 2.5?
I have a feeling when he goes off that cliff, he's going to go off that cliff tough.
Yeah, and that's just his play style kind of a thing.
Yeah. Spread Niners by 2.5.
Yes,
I'll take the Niners.
Yep. The only two ones I would put money on this week is CMC 2 touchdowns at plus 200, and then Kyler rushing over 28.5. Because again, he's probably going to at least break one for at least 20 minimum, because that's just what he does every damn game.
They have his over under that low.
That's just one of them. There was other ones.
Rushing is 28.5. Dude, he might get that in one
That's just that one. But that's it. Again, that was just one of the bets. I think the next one was like 50 something, and I really wasn't. I was like, I don't think he might get 50. I could see him breaking one, at least one big one.
If he has 50, we might be in trouble, bro. Because if he has 50, how many is James Conner gonna have?
Yeah.
And that was my biggest scare. And what happened? My biggest scare was James Conner being able to wear down the defense in that heat last year. And that's what happened. 78. Let's be real. If they're able to wear us out in 78-degree heat, I'm gonna talk so much shit, especially about how you bitched and whined to get the white throwbacks. But
and then the team who was going to be wearing red, which you should be wearing red, whooped your ass.
Yeah.
Or maroon, whatever color the Cardinals color is called.
I don't know. Like, am I nervous about this game? Yeah, I'm always nervous. But I'm nervous about this one. But overall, bro, tell me we're 3-1 after next week. If I fell asleep and I missed the next two games, and you woke me up and said the Niners are 2-1, but you didn't tell me, wake me up. Hey, wake up, Billy Joel.
Yep.
11 more days or 12 more days. Time to wake up,
Billy Joel.
Song. If I fell asleep and I woke up, September 29th, won, but you didn't tell me who the wins were, and who the one loss was, I would take that, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Is it gonna suck if it's the Cardinals? Is it gonna suck if it's the Cardinals? Yes, because it's a conference game, it's a divisional game, etc., etc., etc. But if we lose this one, bro,
shit.
Who says I'm not? Who says I'm not in an undisclosed location?
TJ looks like one of those interviews they did back in the day where we don't want to disclose the guy's so he's being interviewed by Barbara Walters.
I know, right? You don't want to disclose my personality. I'm a witness.
All you need is the voice changer.
Yeah, right. So, Kyler Murray on Sunday. Fucking A. All right. Yeah, but I'm taking all those bets. I'll take the Niners. I want to take I would take the over. Pull up the bets again, bro. Yeah, I'm taking the over. I'm taking the Niners to cover. We'll beat them by 3 or more. I have a feeling. CMC 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I'll take that. And Kyler Murray over 28.5. He's gonna definitely have that by the end of the first quarter.
Oh shit!
Chase, like the innocent.
Fucking A.
Oh God!
Hey, actually,
hold on,
I can actually see your teeth now that we've got you up front.
I know, right? You got me bigger. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna have to go put on some aloe vera lotion after all these burns that I've got this show and everything like that. I'll go ahead and see you Sunday, y'all. Oh, real quick. So I did the research, and I remember last week I said this is the 7th time in Niner history that we've started off the season 2-0 after back-and-back road games. The times that we have done it were hold on, I want to get the first one correct. I know it was in the 70s. I took a picture of it. So give me a second. Okay. The first one, okay, yeah. So we did it in 1974, 1988, 1989, 2019, 2021, 2023, and now 2025. The only times we have not made it to the Super Bowl are 1974 and 2021.
If TJ snarled right now, he'd look like Gamort from the Never-Ending Story. And he's in the cave.
It's the never-ending story. Hey, you know what? I go lie. I always wanted to ride that big-ass dog.
So you mean Falcor the dragon? It wasn't a dog. It was a falcon. It was a dragon.
Yeah, the dragon. Or I thought it was a dog.
No, it was a dragon. Falcor.
I've always wanted to ride that. All that,
we should just let this go all night long because I don't think this would ever end.
Hey, for real. Yeah. Hey, we got a can of goat fuel. Whoever has the best roast of TJ. A trivia question for the pregame is going to be what year did Steve Young officially take over for Joe Montana as the Niners starting quarterback? Listen to the pregame to live from Levi's Stadium. We're gonna attempt to do it from Levi's. We'll see how that goes though. But Arax was the horse. Okay. Again,
it was 8 tracks. And I still cry at that scene every time I watch that movie.
You never The Life of a Nautical Man. Yes, sir. Did you never watched Never Ending Story, Miss Veronica?
Wow. Huh. If you haven't watched Never Ending Story, that's
dude, you were an 80s kid. How did you not watch Never Ending Story? Dude, I was born only in 1986. And I just got hello. Ooh, save me a can. I want to try the Babe Ruth flavor. I'm hella down to try the Babe Ruth flavor.
And before he says something against media, I know I still need to send yours out. I know he's waiting to say something. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Hell no. Oh, hey, no, Tara, don't. Shh. You're not supposed to put the answer.
Well, everybody knows now.
No, they don't. No, they do not know. They do not know. Never End Story is always free on YouTube.
It's always free on YouTube. I did not know that. If that is,
there actually is some lightweight good movies for free on YouTube, bro. Like legit.
Oh, there is. Yeah, there is. I just didn't know that was one of them that was always there. All right, man. Go get some light.
But there's actually. Yeah,
I know,
right? I gotta
go. Some B12 in your life, or is it D or B? Which is sunlight? Is it D or B?
Oh, because of the David Bowie movie. What? You've never seen Never Ending Story because of Labyrinth? Please text me and explain that one.
Yeah, I want to know.
Because that's the movie the David Bowie movie we talk about is Labyrinth. That's the only David Bowie movie anybody ever talks about. Matter of fact, isn't that the only movie David Bowie ever played in?
No, I'm sure he showed up in more than just that.
Oh, okay. That's only what I ever. Dance, baby, dance.
Yeah.
No, Labyrinth, nobody.
No, I got you.
Anyway, that movie that movie actually did freak me out when I was a kid too. TJ
TJ needs some
vitamin
D.
You know what? All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next. I'm fucking done with y'all. All right, I'll see y'all Sunday.
So you guys will see him Sunday, hopefully with some sun. Actually, he'd find the one dark spot in Levi's Stadium to do the pregame from. All right, everybody, thank you for showing up to the Niner Faithful Radio Weekend Review Show, also known as the Roast of TJ and his dark-ass room, because it had no light in there. Y'all were great tonight with all the roasts for him, and like I said, in that dark room of his. So, again, TJ will be doing the pregame. I will do the halftime show, and then Jamie will be doing the postgame on Sunday. We'll see you guys all later. Fafitai Ta Lava. One love.